we're going to bounce back and forth because I don't want to leave Nellie out of this. But in his career, which we'll get back to titles like Trump and Humbug and Help and Little Annie Fanny, where do you fit in? Where did you first come about?
Well, I'm not going to say the year, although you can Google that, but I will tell you that in reading this book, you know when you're someone's daughter, you kind of know everything he's done, but I didn't have such a 101 as I did reading the book, which was really interesting. A lot of it I knew about in a right, I know he did war comics, he did Mad. There was a lot of little stuff I didn't know about, but then you get to the page that's just a big pair of bare boobs, and I'm like, oh right, that's what my dad did. Because for me, Little Annie Fanny was what he did from before I was born through through when he got sick. So I know him that way, and I knew him as the guy. I could say to my friends, my dad works for Playboy, which was very exciting to be able to say in elementary school. So the other stuff, and it's very different for me than for my sister. My sister is in the middle row with my mom and her sister back there, and I think for them, my two sisters and my brother, they grew up with the guy that did all that groundbreaking stuff that people followed him for, and I grew up with Annie Fanny, which is a very different thing.
I grew up with the same set of boobs because my father got Playboy, and I was the schmuck who actually took them out of the closet and read the comics, and there was Gay Wilson and Little Annie Fanny. So
I don't know what that says about us, but...
So, what you touched on something. So this book comes in. One of the nice things about what we like to do at Abrams, where there are different ways to do books. You can do a book because you can, and you can do a book and try to do it the right way, which is get the people who are the subject involved, or the family, and get them involved because you want the book to be as good as possible. And that's what we chose to do, given our relationship with the family and Denis's relationship with the family. So we had all this access to photographs and art and sketches and notebooks and things that nobody had ever seen before. In pulling together the book, when you got the first draft of it, what was it like to discover your dad that way?
Again, it's very weird because if you have someone who's revered as a parent, revered publicly, you don't see that. You see like, well, he really gave good allowances, and he really threw good birthday parties, and I really never got in trouble for anything. That was good. So this was like a lesson about somebody I didn't know. I mean, I knew, but it certainly wasn't bandied about the house like, yes, I'm an icon. It just wasn't like that. There is a drawing in the book that he did where he talks about, I'm this, that, and the other, but here I am taking out the garbage. And that's what he was to me. And I'd say that the family, say yes if you agree, family, felt the same way.
And was it, you had people coming in like, Terry Gilliam or Robert Crumb, or people would come over the house. Did that ever?
Someone just emailed me today, who lives in London, who was asking me about doing this panel. And they're like, wait, you knew Terry Gilliam? I was like, I knew he was a grown-up that was sitting in the living room, and I was like, can I go use my new Walkman? Like, that's all it meant to me. Like, all those people that came in and out. I remember going to the Playboy Mansion, and the best part of that was that the pool was really nice. So I probably, in many ways, appreciate it all in hindsight more than I could have at the time. But I appreciated him at the time.